and taking it past midfield and down the sideline he goes. This is storybook. An opening kickoff return for Damar Hamlin.
2nd and 17. Hamlin has time. Intercepted. Sauce Gardner's got it.
And the Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl 57.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Sportorium. We are back to round up the AFC, finishing with the AFC West, James's division. All right, well.
Nice wave.
It's like the Sims wave.
Yeah, no, I did it on purpose. It's the NPC wave.
Oh God!
All right, well, let's start it off with the Denver Broncos.
Yep.
You know, Sean Payton.
Wow, you have them low.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to be this like 4-13.
Yeah, like I said, sorry to cut you off. Like I said, it's like you look at it on paper, it's like hard to say they're going to beat other teams. Like, yeah, they're probably obviously not going to lose the 4 games, but it's like it's tough to like say who they're going to beat.
Yeah, I really did have a hard time with them because, I mean, they have a good roster. Javante's going to be back. Tim Patrick's going to be back. It's just a matter of can Sean Payton unlock Russell Wilson?
And Russell Wilson. Who?
Sean Payton.
He's what?
Yeah, he was just talking crap about the Jets too, or something.
Talking about the Jets, yeah.
Oh yeah, and
I
he was
didn't
saying
read
that
into
It's the worst head coaching job he's ever seen in his life.
yeah. He said that they're taking everything that they did last year and doing the opposite.
Nice. All right, there you go.
I mean, you can't get worse than that. It was literally terrible.
Yeah. I mean, Russ lost weight. He got in better shape. I think with Sean Payton there, he's a great coach.
Team's great. Like the roster is great. I mean,
so good. It's one of the better rosters in the AFC, which is, well, I'm not going to say that because the AFC is just ridiculous, but it is a very good roster.
Really is. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm very not confident about that 4-13. It was just going over it. It was hard, like you said, to like, where are they going to get those wins?
Yep.
But I mean, I could see them as a 7-win team. That's what I would probably predict, but I think they have a pretty tough schedule. So I wouldn't be surprised if they are a 7-win team.
yeah, I could like see them being like a sneaky, like good team.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't know about playoffs. I think that
yeah, I
they
don't
could
think they would ever
potentially
make the playoffs, but
they could be in the hunt maybe.
I could say
I
like
don't know.
their ceiling is probably like 9 games. Like I could see them being in the hunt at some point.
Yeah. Like competing with the Chargers for second.
It's just tough. It's like because they were so bad last year, and like I mean they have a new coach now, so you don't really know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that they got Frank Clark also.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even remember that if you didn't say that. Doesn't change anything at all.
No, he's
That's
terrible.
not-
Unless they make that.
he's
exactly.
only good in the playoffs.
Yeah, then he turns
He turned
into
into like Lawrence Taylor in the playoffs.
I was about to say that too.
I don't get it.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at their roster; it's pretty damn good roster.
Yeah,
especially like weapons offensively. Like I said, you got Tim Patrick coming back. Javante should be probably ready for week 1, if not miss a few weeks maybe. But I mean, they got Ben Powers in free agency. They got Mike McGlinchey in free agency. They have a pretty damn good O-line.
No, they have Piron too at our running back.
Oh yeah, it's Samaje Perine they also signed. So I mean, it's a very good roster. It's just a matter of, was it literally all just Nathaniel Hackett last year, or is Russ just not good anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. Russ just didn't look good at all really last year.
I think it might have been Hackett.
But even after Hackett was gone, he was still like making terrible reads.
And
he was already in a
decisions.
bad space.
Remember they lost that game and I forgot who it was. The dude like ripped his helmet off and just like threw it on the ground.
It was KJ Hamler because he was wide open in the end zone.
Yeah. It didn't look like Russell Wilson.
No, it was so weird.
Sean Payton's gonna turn it around.
I expect him to.
He's the guy too, so
100%, yeah.
Well, on to the defending Super Bowl champs.
Yeah. So the asterisk means that they make playoffs.
You have them as the 1 seed too.
And it's a little thing next to the asterisk means that we think they're going to be the 1 seed.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they have a pretty tough schedule too. Like
they do.
Like they play like the best of the best teams, but I mean those games are like 50-50, like the Bills, Chiefs, Bengals.
They play the
Chiefs.
Eagles again?
Yeah, they play the Eagles. I mean, those games are like 50-50, so
Yeah, they're
yeah,
playing
I
the
think
best of the best, but they are the best of the best.
yeah, I mean, I think they're going to
Yeah.
be like the same as they were last year. This is probably the best defense that like Mahomes has ever had since he came into the league.
Yeah,
It's pretty much the
probably.
same defense last year. And they were all young, so like they got a lot of experience last year. Like they had a ton of rookies. Like all their corners are like young.
Oh my God, it was ridiculous how many rookies they had that were actually making an impact.
Yeah, I mean, like the offensive line is going to be good again. The
Mhm.
only thing that I'm really concerned about is just like I'm not really concerned, but I would say like the wide receiver room. I mean, you
Yeah.
could see Mahomes could make plays with anybody, but it's like Tony's already like the guys like might not even be playing week 1.
He's always hurt. He really
Yeah,
is.
Like guys are gonna have to really step up this year. Like I'm expecting Sky Moore to like take a huge leap this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I hope he's actually like used as a receiver and not just like a
Yeah, like they've
weird
been used like
gadget.
Andy Reid's been saying that he's like playing like a big part this year.
yeah.
And then like obviously they drafted like Rice, who I like. I know you're not a big fan of him.
I was
but-
not a big fan of him. It wasn't even a Chiefs thing. It's just I wasn't really a big fan of.
And then
his
Justin
tape.
Ross, I mean, that kid has crazy talent. It was just he always was like an injury.
Always
gotta
hurt.
stay healthy. Yeah.
But apparently him and Rice are having a really good training camp. So
Yeah.
but we know that doesn't really mean too much.
Yeah, until the game comes. So
Then they also signed Richie James, who was actually pretty solid on the Giants last year.
Oh yeah.
And can't forget
And
about
then you have
MVS.
MVS, yeah.
He will randomly have a
I'm,
100-yard,
s-
2
I'm
touchdown
saying
game.
it's like this. It's the same thing like last year. I mean, like you have Kelsey, who's basically the wide receiver 1. We all know that, but they don't really have like an actual wide receiver 1. But everyone said that was going to be the issue last year, and they won the Super Bowl. So
yeah.
and then you
That's-
have Pacheco, who's like came off a pretty good rookie year.
Oh yeah. And he really turned it on at the end.
Yeah,
So
And you got McKinnon back, who also really
yeah.
turned it around at the end.
McKinnon is
Yeah.
like I was saying, he's such an underrated piece of the offense. Like he's
really
such a
is.
good like blocker too. It's not just like he's obviously good receiving back,
catching.
but
Yeah, I mean, when on paper, like it is not a fantastic roster, like just name wise, like especially the
Yeah.
corners.
it's very young team too. It's like a lot of those
Exactly.
guys they drafted and like this like Jalen Watson was like a 7th round pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they all like perform better than what they are.
Yeah,
mhm.
But their O line is just
Andy Reid,
ridiculous,
baby.
man.
Andy Reid is just a beast. That's it.
and then they got was
Yes.
it Felix from Kansas State?
Yeah, Felix Anudike Ozama.
I don't know how to say his name. That's why I just call him Felix.
Yeah. And then they signed Drew Tranquil. Obviously, Juwan Taylor was their big
Yeah,
splash.
That was a massive. Yeah,
But
I think the O line is going to pretty much be the same as last year, if not maybe even better.
I think they're going to be better. The only thing is the
Yeah.
left tackle, Donovan Smith.
Yeah,
Not that Orlando Brown was great, but I think he's probably better than Donovan Smith.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, that O line is just elite, especially with the addition of Juwan Taylor.
And yeah, Chris
As long
Jones
as
signed. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the big things is that whole situation. I think that it's probably going to be fine.
yeah, I
But-
don't see him like just going like I think he's going to sign. It's just I don't know. We don't really know what's going on with that.
Yeah, apparently he wants like Aaron Donald money, like 30 mil. Which is
Yeah, I saw that he wanted 30.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
That's-
It's crazy to me, but
yeah, he's also like getting older.
yeah, he's like 20. He's pushing 30 now. So
Yeah.
damn.
I don't know.
Well,
It's-
it's the
obviously-
Chiefs.
yeah, it's the Chiefs. There's never going to be a
That's it.
time where they're bad. Anybody could say, "Oh, this is the year that they're going to be bad." Look at the receiver room. They're going to be
They got the dude from the 49ers too. What's his name? I forgot his name. The pass rusher.
Charles
Charles
Omenihu.
Ahmed.
Oh, Ahmed, yeah.
Omenihu,
He
yeah.
had like
Yeah,
I think
whatever.
he had a good year last year.
Yeah, he was on the Texans and they got traded to the Niners. He's pretty underrated. I actually do like him a lot.
Yeah, he's young too. I think he's like 25.
Yeah, and then another year of George Karlaftis just getting
Yeah,
better.
I love that kid.
True.
He's-
The only actually probably it's not really a big loss, but kind of an underrated loss was that D tackle, Colin Saunders.
Yeah, Saunders. Yeah.
Yeah,
I liked him.
I think he was actually pretty good, but I don't think they're gonna miss him
They
too
had like
much.
Noddy too.
Yeah,
Like,
Derek
as a
Noddy.
tackle.
Apparently they signed Danny Shelton, who's like he's young, but I'm pretty sure he was drafted pretty high like a few years ago, but he's just not good. He's on the Giants.
We got like Mike Edwards at safety or whatever that guy is.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, Mike Edwards. But
They
I
had,
mean,
like Brian Cook too, who
yeah, Brian
like
Cook's good.
he had a good like second half of the year. And like they were saying that he's gonna play like a big role this year.
So two things noticing here. I forgot they signed Lamar Jackson.
Oh
Obviously,
yeah, the corner.
the corner. But
Nice.
there's a corner called DiCaprio Boodle. What's that about? What's
I
that
don't know
about?
who that is.
There
DiCaprio
have
Boodle.
been some messed up names. That's a messed up name.
That's on the
Oh, man.
all name team 100%.
Yep. Wow.
DiCaprio Boodle.
That's it. Yeah, just like the ending point. I just like they're probably better than they were last year. So
I agree. Yeah, just taking over DiCaprio Boodle. It's the stupidest name ever.
I have no idea who that
What's
is.
wrong with his parents?
Oh
Holy
man.
crap.
Like,
Yo,
okay,
Wuds.
Boodle, you're given. That's already bad. DiCaprio is a first name, also not good. But put it together, DiCaprio Boodle. That's just not good. That's not good.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. Well, on to you guys ready here? All good? They're gonna win the Super Bowl again, unfortunately.
Probably not, honestly.
No, I don't think so. Next team.
All right.
Damn.
yeah. So me and James agree that they're gonna be ass.
Yeah, they still have Josh Jacobs. They still have
Devontae.
Devontae, but I mean, I get it because we're really going to see if Jimmy G is garbage without Kyle Shanahan. So
I don't think he's good at all. I've said that.
yeah,
since
so
I think
played.
he's been a system quarterback the whole
It's
entire time.
another one of
Yeah,
those things too. It's
exactly.
like I don't know if they're actually gonna only win 2 games, but it's just like you just look at it on paper and it's like
Yeah, it's hard to give them wins.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, one of the big departures was trading Darren Waller, but then
Yeah,
they bring
huge.
in Michael Mayer, second round pick. They also signed Austin Hooper, Jacoby Myers. So I mean, it's good weapons. They probably could have used a
wide
quarterback
receivers.
like what?
I said, yeah, they have like they have a wide receiver 1 and 2 this year.
Oh yeah. And I mean, Renfro's still there for now. I think he's probably going to get traded. I've heard a lot about
Yeah, I
that.
saw something recently.
Really?
Like they weren't
Oh,
happy
crap.
with him or something, like how he was playing. I don't know. I saw something like that.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. They have good weapons as of right now. They definitely could have used somebody like a better quarterback, like probably Derek Carr or something like that with this team. But
Nice.
I mean, they just signed Marcus Peters as well. The only like defensively, they have pretty good pieces.
They're
They
always so
drafted
bad,
Tyree
though.
Wilson. Yeah, they're always so bad. I don't even know how. Like this is a pretty good roster
They
defensively
always get
Yeah.
torched. Like it's so bad.
because their corners are ass. Marcus
Yep.
Peters is not good. He's basically what Trayvon Diggs was, just with like take the coverage, which was not great from Trayvon Diggs that one year, and just bring it all the way down. That's what
he's
Marcus
washed.
Peters is.
He's hella washed.
And that's your CB1. Your CB2 is Nate Hobbs, but he's a slot corner. So their corners are just absolute shambles. Brandon Facyson? Faison? I don't know how do you say that.
Wasn't he okay?
I mean, he had some games where he was good, but like overall, he just wasn't good. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, it's hard. Like this, you don't think they're going to be a 3-win, 2-win team, but it's hard to like give them wins.
Yeah, and it is for sure. I mean, if I think I had them winning against the Broncos, so that's why they're at 6.
Yeah, that's one of my wins too.
Yeah, I mean, the Broncos after talking about it, I don't know if they're going to be able to beat the Broncos at all. So I think they're going to be 4. I would probably change it to 4 or 5 wins.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a solid roster. I wouldn't be surprised if they're a little better than this, but
Meh.
Yeah.
Who knows? Still bottom of the division. So
yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Because their coach sucks.
Yeah, that's true. And the quarterback does too. But on to the final team. Los
Hey,
Angeles Chargers.
their coach sucks too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, terrible. How did they blow that lead? I still can't believe that.
Brandon Staley,
Yeah.
that's how.
Oh,
That guy sucks so bad.
yeah.
He's one of my least favorite head coaches in the league.
Yeah.
Because he's just really bad. And
Yeah. I feel like this is gonna be another year for the Chargers, like the same thing. It's like
Yep.
They're like that scary, like offensive powerhouse, like that. They're a scary team, and then it's like their coach
they
really
draft-
loses them games.
Yeah. They drafted what? Quentin Johnston?
Yep.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, that receiving core is crazy.
And then you
Yeah.
obviously have Eckler still.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Their defense is good still.
Yeah, but their run defense sucked, and they
Oh, yeah.
didn't add anything to it.
I
If
don't
they
think they
did
did.
add something, it was garbage. But they were like statistically terrible, like one of the worst, if not the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
And,
Herbert just got his like massive contract.
Highest paid
Yeah.
player ever.
Crazy.
I think it's deserved though. I think Herbert is a top 5 quarterback. He just
I don't think any of those contracts are deserved.
well, I mean, the quarterback market is just
agreed.
ridiculous right now.
It really
Bro,
is.
Mahomes is the 8th highest paid quarterback. That's
Oh,
insane.
And Josh is the 9th. It's just that they got the extensions done so much earlier.
Yeah, Mahomes broke it.
He did, and then everybody.
Dude, I swear the Chiefs big brained it so like crazy. Like they like broke it, and now it's like they have a steal.
What I thought was going to happen with that, where it's like, so he's basically making 50 a year, but it's technically like 45 or something with Mahomes, right?
Mhm.
Like, it's not just straight 50.
because they like reeked like because it was the 10-year like 450 million or whatever it was, and they like play with like his salary every year. So it's like
Yeah.
some years he's getting like 20 million. Like I was looking at it on like what is that like I forgot that website.
Spot Rack or Spo Track.
Yeah, and
however
it's
you
like
say it.
in like 2029 or something, he's gonna get like 62 million technically because like of
Yeah.
how they like messed with it. I don't know.
What I thought was originally going to happen, and the Josh Allen contract kind of confirmed that to me, was Mahomes is going to get his money, and just that's the cap of what any quarterback should get because clearly he's the best.
Yeah, that's
And
what
that's
I thought too.
Because then Josh
agree.
was clearly at the time like the second or third best young guy, at least. Like Rodgers obviously just won back-to-back MVPs, but then he went right under Mahomes. And then you guys got like Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson.
Yeah, that was crazy. Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Watson contract broke the quarterback market. That was
really did.
ridiculous.
I mean, the wide receiver market's gonna be like that now too. It's like you
Yeah.
have Tyreek Hill, like Devontae,
dude,
or whatever.
Justin Jefferson's contract
and like Jamar Chase too. They're gonna get crazy money.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, back to Chargers. Let's talk about the Chargers.
Yes,
Go off on a little bit of a tangent, but I think one of the main things is that they have like aging stars. You talk about on offense, Eckler is not old, but he's not getting any younger. Keenan Allen is old. Who like Eric Kendricks they just signed. He's also getting older. Khalil Mack is getting older.
Yep.
You still got younger like Joey Bosa, Derwin James, obviously studs, but I don't know. It's a really good roster, and they should be a 10, 11 win team making playoffs. But honestly, who knows? Because it's the Chargers. They always do this.
Yeah, and like Mike Williams is like always hurt. Keenan Allen gets banged up a lot. It's
Yeah.
like
Yep.
And then on defense, J.C. Jackson was just ass last year. Then he got hurt.
terrible.
He was like
Yeah.
statistically,
I'm curious with that this year.
yeah. It's tough because he was already bad. Then you're coming off a big injury. He could just not be good again.
Yeah, it could have just been good because he's on the Patriots. Like that.
Yeah,
That defense.
that does happen quite often. But then Asante Samuel, like, is very inconsistent, but I think he's a stud.
Yeah.
And they had,
I mean,
what was it, like a 2 or 3 pick game in the
Yeah, I think it was 3. That's what I was about to say. I
yeah,
think
it was 3. It was all in the first half, I'm pretty sure, on T-Law.
Oh.
And then they went,
Yeah, that was what was it, 27-0, was it?
I think so. That was
That's crazy.
ridiculous.
Yep.
I was actually happy with that though, because I would rather play the Jags than the Chargers.
I was gonna put that bet in. It really
Yeah.
was.
Oh,
was
you're saying
close.
last year.
Yeah, like when the
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah, I
because the
would too.
Chargers always play the Chiefs like really close, so I didn't feel like
Yeah.
having to like have a heart attack while I watched the game.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen against the Dolphins with a third string quarterback, but nope. But yeah, that concludes the AFC West and the AFC for that matter. We're going to go over the whole NFC. Yeah, make sure you watch the other ones as well. We have the AFC East, AFC North, and AFC South out right now. But other than that, I think we're good. Anything else? All right. Till next time.